Ahoy, this is Zdenka Darola. I have here a brand new product from Moza, Moza Air 2 gimbal, which I will be pairing with Canon EOS M50 and the kit lens 15 to 45 millimeters. I'm not sponsored by Moza, however, they did provide the product for review. I am super excited about this one because this can do a whole lot of things. We will look at it today in today's video. Is this possibly the best gimbal? And for the new faces, my name is Zdenka Darola. I work as a photographer for many years. I am a former model and a few other things. If you enjoy tech reviews, tutorials, and creative camera challenges, you might want to hit the subscribe button. First and foremost, let's open the box together. Once you look at Moza Air 2, you realize very quickly that this is a very sturdy product. Gimbal weighs 1.6 kilograms itself and maximum payload is 4.2 kilo, which I am super excited about because I can finally add those big lenses with speed booster on my M50. The battery life is up to 16 hours and it has Spark power supply system which can power the camera and other accessories. Once paired with your phone, you can do creative time lapses, track motion time-lapse, zoom time-lapse, and much more. And it has even more features, which I will closely examine throughout the video. Once I pulled it out of the box, I really like the feeling of it in my hands. It's very sturdy and the surface is kind of rubbery, so it's not going to slip out of the hands. Batteries are inserted at the bottom. There is 1/4-inch screw where you can mount tripod, slider, job, crane, anything you like. First, I tried to mount the Canon EOS M50 with kit lens 15 to 45 millimeters on a single plate and tried to balance it on Moza Air. Then I realized though that the camera is short, so I grabbed the additional plate which is included. This raised the camera, which worked perfect. Mounting on was simple because of this quick release plate and also motor lock, which will make the gimbal stay in place. So it's not swinging in all directions as you're attaching your camera. This motor lock is also great when you need to move the gimbal from place to place. Balancing was very fast and very easy. Also, there is an option in menu where the gimbal will check the balance for you and it will guide you to balance it correctly. I gotta say though, I didn't need it at all. It was seriously that easy to balance. There is a little cable provided which connects the camera with the gimbal. Once I connected it together, turned it on, the gimbal found the camera right away and I was able to operate the camera directly from the gimbal, which I will show you shortly. Once you look at the camera, you realize very quickly that the arm with the motor is lowered. So it's not in a way and you can see very nicely the screen. You don't have to flip it out. What is really nice about it that you don't have to guess anymore what kind of mode you are in because of this nice display. You can see exactly what you are doing. Everything is displayed nicely and you can also customize all buttons to your liking. I didn't change anything. Well, let's turn it on and let's look first how you can operate Canon EOS M50 directly from the gimbal. You can change ISO, aperture, and shutter speed. Record button is here. Simply press start recording and stop recording. So how smooth is this gimbal? Let's put this thing to the test. First of all, here is just a walking shot. And now let's try full speed run. So how did I feel? Well, I've seen other YouTubers talking about how heavy this gimbal feels, how tired they were, but keep in mind that they were pairing it with the full frame DSLR cameras, which are very heavy on their own. Since I had this tiny mirrorless camera, which is super light on it, it was a perfect match. I was filming for over 2 hours, I was walking all around the downtown, and I didn't feel tired at all. I'm a girl, I'm not very strong. So it was very manageable. 2.5 hours later, I was actually impressed. I thought I'm gonna be drained, my arms will be totally done, but no, it was good, it was okay. And just like any other gimbal, you can surely operate Moza Air 2 and standing position, vertical mode, as you would be mostly holding it this way anyways. And then you can surely film it in the low position as well. Next, you can film in flashlight position, just like this. Here you can use a very cool Inception mode. Press function button 2 times. And if you rotate the little wheel, you can select speed in which the whole world will spin. And you can do it in both directions. Let's talk about this trigger a little bit more. When you're walking around and you're filming, once you press the trigger and hold it, it will lock the camera in a position. Once you release it, it will go back to normal. Pull the trigger 3 times and the gimbal will rotate the camera 180 degrees, which is awesome feature for vlogging. It's time to look at the display and see how you can operate all motors. Tilt motor, roll motor, and pan motor. 48 means the speed in which the motor is reacting. By turning the wheel, you can increase the speed or decrease it. F means follow, L means lock. If you press joystick 1 time, you will lock or unlock pan motor. If you press joystick 2 times, you will lock or unlock roll motor. If you press joystick 3 times, you will lock or unlock tilt motor. So let's run through them. First mode is all lock. Second one is pan follow. Third mode is roll follow. Number 4 is pan roll follow. Number 5 is here, tilt follow. 6th one is pan tilt follow. 7th is roll tilt follow. And the last one is all follow. When you look at the display, you will see in the top left corner different focus modes. When you press the M button, you can switch until you select R, which is roll. Turn the big wheel and you will be moving roll motor. On the other side, when you press function button 1 time, Q will be displayed under pan motor, which will enable sports gear mode. Now when you are moving, the gimbal responds fast, which is great when you are recording subject, which moves fast. Those would be all modes you can do with this very complex tool. Now it's time to check out the Moza app. Once you download it to your phone, pair via Bluetooth, the app will open up and here you will find settings, remote control, camera settings, and recenter. Also sleep, which will turn off the motors so you don't have to turn off the whole gimbal until you are ready to film again. You can also do that without the app by simply just holding the menu button. The motors will turn off. To turn it back on, just hold the menu button again. Back to the app, you can do creative video. You can actually do a whole bunch of different time lapses here. Motion lapse, where you can nicely program the path, variable speed time lapse, and fixed point delay. Another great feature I have to mention here is also tripod mode. When you're filming something stationary such as time lapse, just turn it on in this app and it will get rid of the static drift, which can only happen when the gimbal is on the tripod. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. I gotta say I'm really thrilled. I'm super excited about this one. I'm seriously thrilled. One thing I wanted to try out is to mount bigger lenses on M50 and see how it's gonna balance. So let's do that. Obviously, the bigger lens you're gonna put on the M50, the more weight you will have to hold, which is normal. With those big lenses, I would not be really shooting for long periods of time. Normally, I can see myself filming with the 15 to 45mm skid lens anyways. Final thoughts? What is the price? I link the product in a video description below, so please check it out. Depending where you live, what kind of currency you're using, you will be able to see the price. Personally, I think you get a whole lot for the price. It does a lot of things. It's a very serious gimbal for serious filmmakers. One thing to mention, you can also add other tools such as iFocus and many other accessories. Well, hit the thumbs up button if you liked today's video. Subscribe to all future videos. Let me know what you think about this gimbal in the video comment section below, or say hello. Or if you have any questions or comments, please write them below. I always read it and always respond. And I will see you in the next one. Ciao. Ahoy.